And welcome back to 843 TV. We're so excited to be out here at this construction site. And joining us now is Sandy Steele. She is the Director of Operations for the Southern Carolina Alliance. And Sandy, we're excited to be out here today amongst all the Caterpillar and equipment and all the dirt. Share with the viewers what, first of all, Southern Carolina Alliance does.
Sure, be glad to. We're excited to be here as well. Southern Carolina Alliance is one of 8 regional alliances in the state of South Carolina, and we are a collaboration of counties, in our case 7 counties: Allendale, Bamberg, Barnwell, Beaufort, Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper. And we're the regional alliance that does marketing and product development support as well as project management for those 7 counties.
Is this specifically with buildings, or is it all kinds of areas?
It's a comprehensive, everything from an international to domestic marketing campaign to helping our counties develop product, what we call product, which is industrial parks and speculative buildings, to supporting existing industries and working with state partners like the South Carolina Department of Commerce to bring information in on companies that are looking to relocate or expand in our state.
You mentioned the concept of speculative buildings. What is that exactly? Share with us a little more.
Well, a speculative building, or as we refer to them, a spec building, it's really an economic development marketing tool to be able to give a company that's looking to relocate or expand speed to market. So it's basically a roof, 4 walls. Generally, we leave the floors out. Sometimes they'll go in, but it's really to just have the shell of a house or a building. The companies can come in and retrofit to make it specific to what their needs are, but there are usually in established industrial parks. Infrastructure is in place. Tax incentives may or may not already be granted. Zoning is already in place that's appropriate. So it allows us as a marketing tool to have companies have interest in the community.
You know, that makes perfect sense too, because what it does is it makes a house for everybody to come in, and then they just can decide what they want to cherry pick with how they want it to go. So the shell is there. Do we have any specific companies in mind for this new, building coming up?
There are a lot of industry sectors that will be interested in this building. Aerospace, distribution, biomedical is big in this market as well. So this building is built, again, speculative buildings are meant to be flexible. This incredible product will able to be subdivided down to 16,000, but also offer a total of 64,000 expandable. So the opportunities to market it are very broad.
Well, as we know from previous shows, just from living here, the Beaufort County market is very hot for housing, for commercial. So how are you all partnering with the Beaufort County Economic Development to make the most of all of these awesome opportunities?
We're partnering very well with them. We are a support group to them. We do international and domestic marketing in conjunction with our counties, including Beaufort County. But in addition, we also bring in state partners, the South Carolina Department of Commerce, the Port of Charleston, the Port of Savannah, South Carolina Department of Agriculture, South Carolina Bio Initiative. So we garner all of our partners. We do independent lead generation and marketing campaigns, and we also partner as well, which brings our counties to the table to have both statewide and southeastern-wide partnerships to really get the word out throughout the globe of what's available here in Beaufort County and throughout our region.
We've been fortunate. We talked to John O'Toole a lot, and he gives us a lot of the new what's going on in Beaufort County, and Beaufort County is like a place to be. It is thriving. So I'm assuming all the other counties are being found as well.
Yes, they are.
And do you find with the COVID, now we've got past COVID, do you feel there's a synergy of people coming this way? Are you finding that?
We are. The activity level, both in our region, throughout our counties, and statewide, across the board, it is through the roof. It's really higher than pre-COVID levels.
No pun intended, right through the roof.
That's exactly right. Higher than pre-COVID levels. What we've had to do is, like everyone else, we had to tweak our marketing campaign for our international customers as well. We've done a lot more virtually. Their travel restrictions are still kind of across the board, and now they're in flux a good bit. But activity is high. There are funds to be spent, and companies are looking to invest. So it's a very, very exciting time for Beaufort County and the region.
I'm just a little curious about the international part. Are we talking across the pond? Are we talking about Canada, South America? Where are they coming from?
Globally. Yes. We were on a call 2 mornings ago. Actually, it was the middle of the night because it was their morning with Japan.
Like I say, Japan,
yes,
Asia.
Yes, Asia is big. Europe is also very, very active, as well as we have a lot of interest from Sweden, Germany. So it's really everywhere. We even are making a lot of calls with Australian companies.
This is a whole other show. I mean, I'd love to sit down and talk about it. It's such a curiosity. And I love the fact that the international community is coming this way, because oftentimes preceding, we would go over there for our manufacturing and however else.
Exactly.
we're on the same wavelength. I was going to ask the same thing about the international. It intrigued me as well. And as we know, in South Carolina already, you've got companies established like Boeing and BMW that are based obviously elsewhere. And so with that in mind, what's the timeline that you're realistically looking at here on this project to get those companies kind of on board and maybe in-house?
Well, this is just my opinion.
Okay.
But given the fact that Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation is so aggressive and so well-heeled, and they've partnered with a company like Magnus, and they are being this property is represented by a company like Avison Young, my prediction is within 6 months.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's a good prediction.
It
I
is
like
a good
that.
prediction, but let me add to that. The minute you feel this, you've got to build the next one. Our data consistently shows, not just for South Carolina and our region, but throughout the nation, that over 80% of company inquiries are looking for an existing building because it removes their risk and it increases their speed to market. So a company, it is important that communities, if they're going to be competitive, have a spec building or available property to be able to recruit new companies. So it will be great to fill this one, and then the pipeline is to build the next one. If not, you maybe want to start on that before this one's sold.
Well, I understand there's been actually another 10,000 square foot building that's just been recently built here, and it's for another purpose.
Exactly.
And it's thriving. So as we kind of close up our conversation, what can we expect in the next 2 years ahead of us?
In Beaufort County,
yeah.
I think you can expect great things. Like John O'Toole and Charlie Stone and all of the leadership in Beaufort County have done a yeoman's job of organizing themselves and really clarifying the vision for the community in terms of a diversified economic growth and putting things in place such as this spec building to actually accomplish the goal. And their vision and leadership is going to keep mapping that out to go forward.
Well, Sandy, it's been delightful having you. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be right back with more 843 TV.